Gamers, we love Mario Kart, don't we? We certainly do. And with 2 pieces of original content in a row, I'm feeling like stealing something. Yes, I'm going to channel my inner SS Sir Musty. I'm going to react to a video today. The person who's drawn my critical eye this evening is the weed dealer himself, Biff. Yeah, he made a Mario Kart 64 ranking a while back, which I also reacted to a while back, but let's pretend this wasn't a reaction I forgot to upload, and pretend this is something hot off the presses. So let's get right into it.
I think I should preface this by saying that if you're a diehard fan of this game, then this is probably not the video for you. I did
he's doing...
not care for Mario Kart 64.
You're a hater too? Oh my god. Yeah.
I do have friends that are a bit more enthusiastic about the game. One of which even offered to join me for this video.
Wow,
so
I wonder if it's Bowser dude in the chat. I wonder if it's him.
This, it's Sam.
Whoa, it's me.
Oh
Hi,
my
in
gosh.
case you don't know, I'm Sam. I really like
Sam,
Mario and Mario.
Now, let's get started.
Oh, there is an F tier. Oh my god, yes. Rainbow Road's going in here, right? Rainbow Roads. Give me
Now,
Rainbow
before I get
Roads.
into what last place is, let me set the stage. I've mentioned before in some other videos that last summer I went on a trip to meet some of my online friends. Samuel here was part of that group.
It's the guy. He's right there. Oh my god.
Twisted fuck throws me right in the deep end immediately with Wario Stadium.
As the first track someone's ever played, that's insane. That is insane if you ask me. We're gonna get Bowser dude to explain his crimes live on stream. Could you explain your crimes against humanity?
I thought it'd be funny, and it was.
You sick, you sick motherfucker. Really?
I have to say, I've done the same thing. Not in terms of. Yeah, I've done the same thing.
We have 2 criminals. I'm in a voice chat with criminals. This is unbelievable. Get out of here. I can't believe it. Can you believe that, Zozim?
No.
I want to apologize in advance to Biff. I can't believe he did that for you. Bowser dude, I'm ashamed.
Of course, also his hilariously out of place music. The circuit theme's a fine song, but it doesn't fit what should be an exciting atmosphere. Moo Farm, Choco Mountain. Hell, I'd even take Toad's Turnpike. At least I could more easily make the connection.
Toad Turnpike would have been nice. Oh my god, that actually would have been really nice.
There of it is nighttime, and I could forgive all of that Wario Stadium. All of it.
If you weren't such a bore.
This track goes on.
Me and Biff share the same brain cell. I love it. You know what? I forgive you, Biff. I'll invite you to the next Mario Kart session.
To move on halfway through the first. Every time I play it, I'm either bored out of my mind or frustrated by the game's janky steering with absolutely nothing to offset it.
Cook 'em, brother. Yeah, why does 64? Okay, I'm glad you showed a clip of this. When I was playing 64. I could forgive all of it. I could forgive all of it if it just didn't do this. Just look what happens in the clip.
Janky steering with
Look.
absolutely
nothing. He's just turning.
He's
just turning, and he spins out. Even Super Circuit or Super Mario Kart didn't do that shit. You would just be turning. You would take a turn a bit like too harsh, and the game's just like, sorry, just spun out now. It would just do that like almost randomly. I don't know why it would do. I could forgive all of it if it wasn't for that. If you hold a direction for too long, you spin out. It's supposed to be realistic go-kart controls. It's not getting a pass from me, I'm telling you.
The actual lore for it is that Wario bought a giant dirt pit, dumped a bunch of sand in it, and called it...
Wait, is that true? That rascal Wario was in charge of a stadium that was in design and construction this course. A fan of motocross races, he bought major amounts of sand to fill this huge stadium in an attempt to build a course more suitable to bikes than cars. What, like 7 games before bikes were a thing, Wario? You fucking idiot. You fucking donkey.
See, but for me, it all feels so absurd that it just loops back around to being funny. The visuals are repetitive.
I just don't see it. Do you know the worst part? Do you know the worst part is, Bowser dude? When I did my 64 review, this was the track I played the most because I thought, could it be so? I thought the same thing. Could it be so bad it wraps around to being funny? It's just boring, bro. Like it's just so boring. It's like it's got at least Rainbow Road like has some wonderful music and like, you know, like the visuals are just kind of like serene. This has got nothing, brother. I'm telling you. I think Biff basically said it, which is ironic enjoyment is much harder to make work in a game than a movie or a show because of the interactive element. Yeah, that's exact. I think I have 2 perfect examples for this. I have interacted with 1 dogshit game and 1 dogshit movie within the last 2 weeks. The dogshit movie was a movie called Karen. It came out in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. It takes some of the most like pressing issues plaguing America to this day and puts it in a package so farcically over the top that you can't help but laugh at how horrible it delivers its message. It's atrocious, but it's funny. It's very, very funny. Shadow the Hedgehog, on the other hand.
You know what they say, the more the merrier. You know know what they say, the more the merrier.
Say it one more time.
You know what they say,
Thank you.
the more the merrier. You know what they say, the more the merrier. You know what they say, the more...
Guys, the cutscenes are funny, and I like it when they say damn a lot. But then once after them said damn, I have to play the game, and the controls are slippery and they're shit, and the homing attack feels horrible, and the aiming is non-existent, and yeah, so that's basically it. He's right.
A remake could have given it the glow-up it desperately needed. Just like our next entry, Calamari Desert. My thoughts on this one are not...
I forgot Biff was a train hater. Let's go! Let's go, Biff. Biff W. Train enjoyers in shambles.
Mushrooms just feels like...
No, I love trains, just not this one. Okay. He's just cosplaying as one of us. That's cultural appropriation, surely, right? That's like cultural appropriation, brother. You gotta be careful of that, okay?
Hazards. Can it be fun to try and thread?
I'm not reading that chat comment out loud, but do you know what, Callum? You're a funny fella. Let's put it that way.
Race over the tracks before it blocked to stop and do nothing, or drive into it and get stun locked. The only counterplay is, simply have a star in your item slot. This version doesn't even have the ramps and other paths.
Can I hear that again, please? I'm so sorry. That was just funny.
The only counterplay is, simply have a star in your item slot.
I went as Thomas the Tank Engine for Halloween when I was 5. But man, is this course
Oh god, what was that called? It was like watching an action movie that was like shit and good at the same time. Bullet Train, that's what it is. It was perfect. This movie is like the perfect Discord movie, by the way. It's like, there's so many elements where I'm like, this is shit. But there's so many parts where I'm like, this is amazing. Like this guy's obsession with Thomas the Tank Engine. You're a bit more, you're like a Percy, mate. You really are. And I'm just like, what does this mean?
5, but man,
you just kept calling people Percys.
Okay,
Never be a diesel.
It's
so good. I should watch the film again.
Now we can move up to
a D tier?
Class all its own in the D tier.
And a class all on its own. Only one D tier. Rainbow Road.
If we were going solely off aesthetics, Rainbow Road is a strong contender for the best in the game.
Why is it on an F tier? Biff? It's vibes, isn't it? He's going to say the V word.
And more drawn out than
He's going to say the V word. That's my prediction. He's going to say, it's got vibes, guys. It's got vibes?
And to top it all off, there is not a single part of this track that doesn't have guardrails on both sides, so there is no way you can fall off without jumping off on the drop at the start. But you'd have to be stupid to manage that without actively trying to... Why are you looking at me like that? Really, the phenomenal presentation is the only thing saving us from the bowels of F tier, which is a damn shame because I think this presentation is the only thing saving us from the bowels.
So it is vibes. He's a vibe Andy. Okay.
F tier, which is a damn shame because I think this could have been really solid if it was maybe only one.
Even the vibes couldn't save this one for me. Like the vibes are immaculate, but fuck my life.
I know people swear by the ultra shortcut, but that should be a fun little side thing, not a requirement to get anything out of racing.
Preach, Biff. Oh, I need to start saying this more in my videos. The amount of you motherfucker. Okay, a lot of the time when I say the amount of you motherfucker, I'm exaggerating. 100% of the time I'm exaggerating. But like, if there is one instance where I'll see people say a thing and I'm just like, I just fundamentally don't agree with you. It's when people say, but mostly the shortcuts are fun. It's like, yeah, but it's like Biff said, say it again, Biff. Say it again for the rest of the people at the back.
Ultra shortcut, but that should be a fun little side thing, not a requirement to get anything out of racing.
Exactly. Because like, when people say, you can't hit Grumble, the ultra shortcut, it's like, yeah, it's fun. Like, it's insane that you can do that. It's really cool, actually. That's the police. That's the police passing by to come and arrest you for such a dog shit take.
Oh, but it has an ultra shortcut. If the only way to get enjoyment out of the course is going out of your way to play less of it, I think that says enough.
Yeah.
This track can enjoy being the sole entry in its tier.
I liked hearing the thing I agreed with again, but in Bowser Dude's voice. That was a very good part of the video, Biff. Thank you so much.
DK Jungle Parkway. I'm pretty sure this is a controversial take, since a lot of people seem to love this one and consider it a highlight. I
think it's definitely one of the best. I think C's a bit harsh, if you ask me, just a bit. I think it's one of the... It has at least a few interesting things going for it. You know, the restless natives that throw fruit at you so you can't take shortcuts, I think is really funny. And I think the ending, like the U-bend at the end, I think is also really funny too. C's a bit harsh, but let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Except I think I preferred that version over this one. Is that because it gave me my beloved orange juice river? I can't lie, that is probably influencing me to some extent. Seeing it blue here just feels so wrong.
Me when I want the blue river, but my bitch wife wants the orange river.
But even besides that, I don't find the spiral at the beginning
Shut the fuck up. I spent 5 minutes too many on the game. I think it was worth it. I think the GIF really added to the joke. Do you know what? I consider that one a good joke.
And I actually think the cave section here is done better than on the Wii version.
I would say so too, yeah.
It's really fun to try and drift up the slope and bump onto the wall to try and skip the final turn. It's really cool. What isn't cool is that you get pelted with rocks whenever you go
he doesn't like the...
which is more annoying than challenging. I've even had cases...
he doesn't like the restless natives. Typical whitey, not liking the restless natives. See, that, I'm putting that in the good joke pile.
Would be bump me further off road, which makes the...
I don't get a lot for Jungle Parkway, so this is only restless natives, but that's about it. I think that it's got a couple of interesting turns. The cave section's good. It's got just about enough going for it. I'm not going to defend this guy in court, don't get me wrong, but it's got just enough, you know? Just enough. I think I've come to the realization that jungle tracks just don't spark an interest for me. Is there even a good one? I'd say this one's good-ish. And then there's what? Dano Jungle, I think, is good-ish as well. I mean, Mountain's pretty hot. But then that's like, is it more mountain than jungle? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, jungle hasn't been like, it hasn't been done amazingly, let's put it that way. We are due for an amazing jungle track, let's put it that way. Right. Lakeside Park, would you classify that as jungle? I don't know, classify that as park.
And Yoshi Valley is a very strange one to me. When comparing it to the 8 Deluxe version, that one is naturally much prettier and more fun to drive through by virtue of being in a game with functional steering.
Oh no, Biff, no. Oh, Yoshi Valley's like one of like 3 good ones. What was it? What did I put in like the good section? I think I put Bowser Castle, Yoshi Valley, Royal Razor. I think I put another track, I forgot. I'll probably remember it once it comes up. But I think I put 4 tracks in like these 4 I would actively play and the others I'm just kind of like... And Yoshi Valley's one of the good ones. I think it's really fun in the original.
The N64 one has its frustrating elements as well, like the overabundance of these porcupines and the significantly longer than average respawn times when those are already way too long.
Oh, but it's funny. But it's funny that, you know what, I'd like to formally apologize to Bowser, dude. You know what? I think Biff just isn't seeing the funny enough. Why don't you laugh more, huh? Why don't you laugh more, Biff? Start laughing. Why aren't you laughing enough? Unbelievable. It's just kind of funny.
And you can't
it is. Do you know what? I agree.
And I like the giant egg, even if it can be a nuisance. It's tough to lock down an opinion on this one. I feel like
I just want to say, hang on one more time. My
giant
bad.
Egg, even if it can be a nuisance. It's tough to lock down an opinion.
What the? You just. This poor Yoshi got his ankles broken. Oh my! Just watch the Yoshi, guys. Keep an eye out for the Yoshi. This poor Yoshi. What did you do to him? So you got knocked back. The knockback sent one of the shells to hit him, and he fell off the. Oh my lord! Can we go like frame by frame? This poor brother. Look at him. He's gone. You killed him. Look at the minimap, just see how quick he gets back into it.
I go back and forth on it more than any of the others. But overall,
jeez, the rubber banding in this game is crazy. I just forgot. Okay, do you know what? Yeah, the rubber banding in this game is pretty insane. I fucking can't. That's one thing I hate about this game, especially on Toad Turnpike. It gets insane.
But in this game, it serves its purpose as an early to mid game course fairly well. It has decent turns, some cool background details like this mushroom in the pipe tunnel, decent music, and yeah, no, that's about it. I like it enough for what it is, even if it should absolutely have been course number 1 or 2 in its cup rather than what closes it off. I guess it's funny that
it's like I always say, Biff, you never really start off with your best track, and then you realize you're talking about Mario Race when it's not the start, and you're like, oh, that's unfortunate, isn't it?
Yep, this certainly is a course.
Yup.
The course of all time.
Yup.
One could even say it's fine, question mark. I aesthetically vibe with it. It's like a 5.2 out of 10, maybe even creeps up to a 5.3.
You're so true. For what reason?
You're so true for that, yeah.
Hey, want to talk about another circuit?
Do I?
Luigi Raceway is a decent enough starter course with a few fun elements. It might not have the graphical glow up that the 7 remake had, or the charming confetti burst when finishing each lap, or the...
What about an underground section to like vary it up? Biff, just like I said, remember? Hang on, bro really put Luigi Raceway in top 10. Yeah, in like a game of 16 tracks, brother. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's not like you put top 10 in like 96 tracks. Like, there's only 16 to pick from, and like half of them are shit. What do you mean? Of course it makes a top 10.
Go under, but they all...
Bro really put Moo Moo Farms in 9th. Should I just do that? The whole like reaction. Should I just do that? Should I just do that?
Remake because of 64's physics. It's very bouncy when you go over hills and bumps.
Bro, really just said bouncy.
Which there are a lot. Again, it's not really anything special. I just had to bring
Bro,
up
it's special build.
anything of note for this one.
Unfortunately,
He has no nose.
Shout out to the funny thumbnail which sweeps Moo farms before the race even begins.
Hello,
Chocolate
mentioned.
Mountain-
Alright, I get it!
And the original is undoubtedly my least favorite version of it.
If you say it's because you can fall off, Biff, oh my, I'm Team Bowser, dude. I'm actually gonna be Team Bowser, dude. I'm defecting from Team Weed. I'm going to Team Dude. If you mention that, you better fucking.
And the bit where you can fall off towards the end is more obnoxious than a fun challenge.
You fucking bitch. You know what? You know, no, I've had enough. I'm Team Dude. I'm Team Dude now, and my soundboard is not working. I was gonna do the oh my god, no way, yeah. I'm not Team Weed anymore. I'm Sam Squad, yo. You know what? There we go. Oh yeah. Just gonna have that on screen the whole time. I will change it if need be. But I am hashtag Sam Squad now. Biff just doesn't see the. Biff has never laughed in his life ever. Bro reportedly has never laughed. So mostly Biff Weed rivalry before GTA 6. Oh man.
I love brown. Part at the end where you can fall off is less, oh, that's a neat and punishing challenge, and a more, it's kind of funny that they put this in the game, but also why did they do that?
Oh, yo, can even he hates it too? Oh, what's the point? What is the point? I'm just gonna leave. I'm not Sam Squad anymore. Cancelled.
I thought I'd fallen off Sherbetland for a bit there, but thankfully it was just this entire game rather than this one specific course in particular. So I get to remain its strongest soldier. Whew, that was a close one.
Hey Biff, scream if you love ice tracks. He's just a nostalgia Andy, honestly. He's just a nostalgia Andy. Oh, I used to try and boost to get to the penguin island in the middle. Oh my god, yes, my childhood, Musty. Biff Wood face reveal. Yeah, this is it. This is him, guys. He is the Bron James. He is the Bron James. This is him. Slipping on ice physics, just tripping out of nowhere. The whole track being snow covered. That's just Biff.
I also like that if you really want to, you can go behind the big rock before the cave if you feel like it. There's no real reason to. You just can.
Do you want to try that again, by any chance? Do you want to try that again?
Behind the big rock before the cave if you feel like it. There's no real reason to. You just can.
Put that
I
in.
see a lot of them. I think this one's pretty solid. It takes the theming of the SNES Ghost Valleys and expands upon them. Now you've got the building section of the bats, the surprise big drop, and the giant fish jumping out of the surrounding lake, adding to the ominous and creepy atmosphere. Is it the best course in that regards? They're not unforgiving with the guardrails, but they're also not gonna baby you at this point in the game.
Nah, I disagree. I think they're just way too baby. Like just a little brother, look at my special cup track, brother. Is what I just think. Yeah, they were just too baby. They were just way too baby with these guardrails. I think that's the thing that made this track thoroughly uncompelling for me. The theme is already something that's been done a lot, even by 64 standards. How many Ghost Valleys do we fucking have? And then like what? The one interesting gimmick is fucking bats. You're a ghost themed track and it's bats of all things. Come on, bro. Brother, come on, give me some ghosts, man.
You got some really tough turns to take, and you will fall off if you're not careful.
You can remember, guys. You can gaslight an entire audience with the power of editing. Biff, there's some tough turns. Shows the one tough turn, and that's it.
You got some really tough turns to take, and you will fall off.
That's the only tough turn.
Where was that in Rainbow
Biff.
If there's
Your
one thing
slight
that has
editing won't make it
stayed
past
good
me,
about
young
Mario
man.
Kart, it's the sense of atmosphere. It has that late 90s, early 3D game feel to it, where the devs were working with what they could, and so a lot of levels and environments have this not quite uncanny feel to them. The Entry Boardwalk is exceptional.
Exceptional.
Feeling more creepy and unnerving than pretty much.
I make fun, but you are doing a good job of selling this track to me artistically. You kind of are. It's still shit though, Bowser dude. So do you know what? I give you props for trying. I actually give you props for trying. If there was a track that gives me that like 90s early 3D game feel, it's definitely N64 Bowser Castle. That gives me way more of these vibes that you're talking about than this track does. You forget I'm just bad at the game. Yes, so am I, brother. Wait, brother, don't come after me. You think this was my scrum, Biff? Brother, don't come after. Why do you say fuck me for? I'm bad at the game too. I just don't agree.
Toad's Turnpike. And it's not even a case of being slightly better. I think this blows the remake out of the water in just about every way. I know this one is hated for how brutal the traffic can be, and I'll raise you that that's why it's so damn fun. Can it be annoying?
So oh my, Biff is just like, Biff is like the opposite of me. There are so many instances where I'm like, well, Biff, that's kind of funny. And he was like, no, that's not funny. And I'm like, don't you think the cars are a bit too harsh though? No, I think it's hilarious. Oh, I'm feeling whimsical all of a sudden. Call me whimsical weed. I'm like, all right, Biff, just trying to get in the video, but, you know, fair.
Your path gets blocked completely.
I love traffic, Charlie. I love traffic!
Threading the needle around the traffic is really thrilling. Much more than I would have expected from the standard figure 8 layout. And even
I don't disagree. I just think with how dog shit the controls are, it ends up being a lot more of a gamble than it is like a thrill, you know? I would have loved if Toad Turnback in the new one leaned more into this sort of game design and made it a bit more chock-a-block. I think this could have been really fun. Like, it could have been, but, like, I think with the way the game controls... Do you know, I am bad at the game. I lied. I am bad at the game, Biff. I am bad at the game. Because with the thrill... Like, shut up.
Could you imagine if the traffic was really easy to get around, soar over even, and the whole race was just driving straight with really soft turns?
Maybe you should stop playing on basic and play on frantic, eh, Biff? Hop off my go. Hop off my go 8-tone turnpike. It's just driving in a straight line. Maybe just start using some items, huh? Maybe start using some items. Maybe you should just stop front running. You know, maybe you should just stop doing that. Maybe instead of being a front running Frederick, you could be a in the fray Frank. You know, maybe you could do that. Maybe you could do that, Biff. Maybe all you motherfuckers who are like, it's got nothing, I just drive and then there's cars. Maybe turn on frantic items and then you can have some fun. But mostly, why do I have to augment the game to make it more fun? Because I said so. Listen, hey, this is my goat, okay? You know, I don't even like him that much. You know what? Do you know what Toad Turnpike 8 is? Do you know what even... Toad Turnpike 8 is that one friend in the friend group that everyone just constantly makes fun of, right? But the ratio of him getting made fun of is so high that you start to feel sorry for him. So then maybe you and him start hanging out more. And yeah, by hanging out just you and him, you realize, you know what, I kind of get why people make fun of you a bit more now, but I still think it's a bit of a liberty. That's what this Toad Turnpike is. That's a perfect way to describe it. Everyone just keeps making fun of you, and I'm just like, maybe that was just one joke too many. Maybe it was just one joke too many. Do you know what? I think we should all make fun of Mario Kart Shell Cup equally. I have a dream that one day, 8-Toad Turnpike will be the track that I deserve to be, and people stop making fun of it. I decree, vote for me, your president.
Having on the side, bypassing any challenge, and the whole point of playing the course.
It's a slow. Okay, do you know, this has turned into an 8-Toad Turnpike run now. It's a Shell Cup track, so it's supposed to be easy. What did you expect? And yes, the whole slow but safer path thing—that's the risk. That's the risk you take. You say it's a safer path, but you risk going down the slots from the people who can drive properly. That's the whole point. Next, you're gonna say, "Oh, you know what? I hate 8-Tone Turnpike because you can turn on smart steering." Yeah, well, yeah, welcome to Mario Kart, bitch. What do you want from me? Fuck you. I'll give you the skybox and I'll give you the music. You can have those. I will never debate those. This skybox is way better. OG music is better. Everything else, though, you're wrong.
Would especially suck if, when playing mirror mode, the cars actually drove in reverse, adding an extra layer of challenge and replayability to it. I definitely hope that feature doesn't come back if they ever decide to remake this course.
I also think it'd help.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that as well. I'll give you the skybox, I'll give you the music. And in mirror mode, the car should have ran towards you. You know what? I'll give you those three. That's it. You're not taking any more ground off me, okay? I've ceded enough ground. Leave him alone! Leave him alone!
Help if they made the night sky a lot more generic rather than this really pretty mix.
Leave him alone!
Koopa Troopa Beach is pretty good, actually.
Hey.
I might not have gotten over the
okay, do you know
side
what?
of my sandbar.
Do you know what? I forget. You know, all is forgiven, Biff. You know what? I am, in fact, back in the Biff squad.
But they do lead into my favorite part of the track design here.
The shortcut?
That being the shortcut through the hell.
Yeah.
This is kind of broken and cuts out a ludicrous amount of end. But to balance that out, it's one of the trickier ones to land in the game. If you pull it off, you're rewarded handsomely with what could become a huge lead or a game-changing comeback. If you fail, you're up shit creek and the pedals spat on you as it left.
It's almost as if I wish more Mario Kart shortcuts were like that. As a whole, you know, it's almost as if, but motherfuckers will be like, Musty, you didn't mention the shortcut where instead of drifting around like this, you get to drift around like this if you have a mushroom. Like, oh, what a thrilling shortcut. I get to cut some dirt if I have a mushroom. Are those the shortcuts you're staying here for? Is that really, these are the shortcuts I want in my Mario Kart. I know it's never going to happen because the shortcut Andes have destroyed this game, These are the shortcuts I want.
It's mostly just a circle, but it still works better than, say, Moo Farm, since this one has choices you can make in your path around this rock, or you can cut through the water in the final stretch. It's pretty cool. Alright, now we're on to the big three. The one.
Listen, Biff, my ninja, my fellow beach track enjoyers. You know what? We are definitely in Biff squad. The text is going to be larger now. I've made the text larger. Lay on me.
Okay, I did the transition screen thing. Now I'm committed. You can't argue against it. Alright, so Royal Race.
Oh, well, time to end the video here then, Biff. What was the point? You said I can't argue against it. What's the point? All right. Well, there's the reaction gamers. I'll see you some other time.
This one takes advantage of its later placement in the track selection list for a really solid amount of difficulty, and providing a very different experience to its remake in a way that I find just about equally satisfying despite how nothing's really changed about it layout-wise. In 8 Deluxe, it's great to hold drift for as long as possible, which is super easy to do on this course, but the turns in the original just feel more satisfyingly tricky to pull off.
The road and surrounding grass are banked in such a way that messing up your drift is severely punishing, with the last hairpin turn being on top of a hill you fall down if you're not careful, and that final turn before the finish line will send you tumbling straight into the water if you try and be cheeky when
I really like these turns.
grass.
Also, the big jump is cool as hell. Does it feel as satisfying to take as the big glider section with all the hot air balloons? No.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No, obviously not. But in a game without that mechanic, it feels like
Well, you know, like the way the camera zooms out and like you drive, if we replaced all big jumps, like all gliders sections that are just like big jumps, effectively big jumps, with just big jumps, it'd be perfect. Like I would actually like this. If we reverted the gliders to this, I would like this way better. If I'm being honest.
a much bigger deal. And it executes the idea way better than Jungle Park.
You look how you use the jump as well, like the way your character jumps sometimes. Look at
it feels like a much bigger deal. And it executes the idea way better than Jungle Parkway. Since you not only jump much farther, you have a much more. If we want to talk about stuff that this version of the track excels at over its remake, though, it's the Peach's Castle Easter egg. Yeah, you've heard about it before.
Oh, did I order a Yappuccino? Is that what I ordered? Mr. fucking, the castle Easter egg, the castle Easter egg, the castle Easter egg, Musty, the castle Easter egg.
Or in every
I love Peach's Castle, Musty.
Yeah, okay, we can finally cross Frappy Snowland off the list.
Oh, Biff, oh, Biff. Oh, Biff, 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 Biff. I'm not even angry, Biff. I'm just disappointed. But listen, I'm a reasonable man. Firstly, no more Biff squad. Firstly. Secondly, I'm a reasonable man. I can be convinced. I don't think it's going to happen. But do tell.
You can now breathe a sigh of relief that it didn't take the top spot, even though there was a point where I was really tempted. Is the layout here the most amazing thing ever? Not particularly. But what elevates this one so much for me is the general atmosphere. The clear, dark blue sky with light snow evokes such a strong feeling of nostalgia for me. Like I'm sitting at home on a cold December evening, watching TV while drinking a mug of hot orange juice. Hot orange juice. Hot orange juice. Winter's a season that can be really pretty to me.
Sorry, one more time, Biff? One more time? My bad, I didn't...
Watching TV while drinking a mug of hot orange juice.
That actually explains so much. He was like a hot orange juice kid. And that explains what... Oh, it makes so much sense now. He's hot off the juice. He was juiced up while he was making... Amazing. Wait, is he... Wait, you're not... Biff, I thought you were... Biff. Are you... Biff. Are you serious? I'm not trying. Are you serious? I just want to know you're not trolling me, are you? It's a nut. Biff, my man, my ninja. Of all the things you said in this video, you've said some crazy things, some gamer alert worthy things, but I've held my tongue. A cup of hot orange juice. Oh, firstly, you're not joking, right?
I drank it a lot growing up.
Really?
Specifically, like in like the cold winter months. I don't know, like not. I need to clarify, not like fresh orange.
No,
like,
I know what you mean.
Straight from the orange.
You had like, you know, those oranges like from concentrate. You'd pour a little bit
like
in, but instead of cold water, instead of running over the cold tap like I did as a child, you ran over the hot tap.
No, I boiled the kettle.
You boiled. And this was just, and
if it makes you feel any better, any other kind of fruit concentrate I've tried that with is not been good.
Oh, so it's just the orange concentrate.
Yeah, I tried it with the apple and blackcurrant Robinson squash.
Okay. I'm glad you did that, because Lord knows I was never going to try. I'm sorry, I've just never heard that before in my life. Like,
You've never tried it?
Like, I thought that was a joke. I thought that was like a mug of hot, like, instead of cocoa, like hot chocolate that most people would have said. You said orange juice.
I've never been a cocoa fan. I've never been a hot chocolate fan. I like chocolate, just not in drink form.
Gee. Oh my god. I've reached the judgment nirvana now. I wish I was joking. That is a take so utterly unbelievable. I've reached the nirvana. I've evolved into an annihilate. I don't even know what to say to you.
You should bring Sam and get him to explain some of his food takes. The more I'm thinking of it, Sam doesn't get bullied for eating strange foods. He gets bullied for being a cartoon character.
Okay, so like, give me one right now. Like, if you were to like give me like a strange one that I could grill him on right now, what would it be?
Well, it's less of what the food is, more the fact he has a coupon for a free pickle.
Where do you buy a free pickle from? Just a singular pickle? Is he in a jar still? Wait, what's going on?
Wait, is he in the chair right now? Is he?
He might be. I don't know. I don't know what's going. To be honest, I don't know what's going on anymore. Bit there is the man. You say his name and you should. Why do you have a coupon for a pickle, brother? What is happening right now?
It's for a sandwich store. Like, you would get a pickle with a sandwich, you know, as you do like a deli sandwich that comes with a pickle spear on the side, and then I had a. And then at a coupon fee, it's like, yeah, get a free pickle.
I don't know what's worse, that a sandwich place thinks that's like a tempting coupon, or the fact that you have one. I don't know what's worse. Sorry, this sounds like a Ren and Stimpy bit, and I could not agree more. Okay, Magalo just said, if there's any consolation, must eat popsicles with a spoon. What is going on in my community today? Okay, this is too much. I've got a bit of sensory overload. It's a bit too much for me today. We're gonna have to do maybe a stream idea in the future is dissecting Biff and Bowser's weird take of food. I might have to, because I have been just sent through the biggest loop, and I don't know what to say anymore. I'm exhausted, Biff.
Have you ever had a cheese and jam sandwich?
Number 2 anymore. I don't even care. I'm cooked. I'm cooked like the orange juice you drink. I'm just finished. Anyway, gentlemen, a pleasure. Please, I need a moment, if you don't mind. I need a moment.
Of course. I'll be back soon for the game.
Yep. Okay, all right, sure. Okay. I don't. Hot orange juice, huh? Relatable. I eat burgers via photosynthesis. My throat is dead. My throat is gonna die.
They a bit too punishing if you hit them? Yes. And if you have a problem with that, then allow me to introduce you to every other course with an interactable hazard in the game. Plus, they really are not that difficult to dodge. After how much I've mentioned the game's controls not gelling with me, if I of all people have the grounds to say that something isn't that difficult, then I'm sorry, but that might just be a skill issue.
Knowing my usual audience, I feel the need to Oh, no, do you know what, Biff? This is the new worst thing you've done. This is the new worst thing you've done. Do you know what, Biff? You should just be like me and just never clarify anything. And if someone doesn't take it as a joke, it's their fault. I'm too used to making content with Death Battle fans who hate fun. Do you know what? Fair. At least you don't have to worry about that anymore since Rooster Teeth has gone, eh?
Plus, this is one of my favorite songs in the game. It's so serene and peaceful. This is the first thing.
This is your goat pals, dude? Jesus Christ, brother. Oh, man. Do you know what it is? It must be the snow track like Zaza. Like, the beach music. Beach music gets me, right? There must be just, like, the same virus is in his brain, but it's just for snow music instead. It must be. I love Snow Charlie. I love Snow Charlie. I love Snow.
I'll admit, I can understand. Ultimately, though, it fell just short of our champion. One of the most common picks I see for number 1 on these 64 ranking lists is Bowser's Castle.
Do you know what back game is? We're back. Biff Squad's back.
I'm sorry, I just do not like the spiral at the end that much. I do not think it meshes very well with 64's drifting, and it's just a little frustrating.
Fair. It doesn't really ruin it for me, to be honest, but fair. Actually fair.
I don't know, that might just be a skill issue on my end.
No,
the homing thumps might be a little overboard.
The more I watch this course, the less sure I am about whether the thumps actually lock on or if I'm just unlucky. I think if you take them wide, they like have a radius, I think. So like if you take the turn wide enough, you don't have to worry about them. But then you have to worry about like coming. Like I think it's like a good mix, right? I feel like you can bait them if you stick towards like the middle. You can bait them to the right, then you can go left, where you don't have to worry about angling too much. But if you take a wide turn, yeah, you don't have to avoid them, but then you have to like make sure you thread the needle when you're threading it. I think it's a really good hazard. I love this hazard.
This is what I consider to be the most difficult course in the game, but in a way that works in its favor. You've got your sharp 90-degree turns, but you've also got plenty of space to swing out for some of them.
Yeah.
And those that don't have that give you plenty of time to position yourself, so it feels fair. And the swamps are a well-utilized hazard. Blocking off the path parts and forcing you
I love it when the video man agrees with me. So good.
Familiarize yourself with their movement.
He's saying what I would say, but in a Biff's voice.
When you do, so don't get ahead, idiot.
I said it with Banshee Boardwalk, and I'll say it again here. This game is at its best when it's utilizing its early 3D status to its full advantage, and that's shown extremely well.
I agree with Sam as well. This is amazing.
This is by far the most atmospheric Bowser's Castle in the series. Compared to the bombastic gauntlets that would come later, the more desolate feel of this one really makes it stand out even today. It feels almost abandoned, like Bowser hasn't used this place in years and left it to rot. Helping this is the outside segments. It's the only Bowser's Castle to have a courtyard.
We might be Biff and Sam's squad.
We might be. Stretch the lava ocean the castle is set in. And who could forget Marty? Why is he green? Why is he imprisoned? What did he do?
Dude, I'm such a big fan of Marty. Something characters you know and all that.
I still don't get the reference, Biff. I need to figure that one out. I personally don't find this version of BC that interesting, but the boys make a good case of it. They're basically saying what I would say, to be honest. I really love this Bowser Castle in its original rendition. I think the Wii remake is weaker. Noticeably weaker.
It's brimming with atmosphere, it's tricky. Frankly, it would have been a hell of a lot better way to close the game off than Rainbow Roads. Definitely my favorite Mario Kart 64 track. Our list didn't end up being too different, actually. I'll put the comparisons on screen. And
Bivid, Samuel. That is the final gauntlet. Whose list do I overall agree with more? Okay. He has S tiers, firstly. Which, wild shout. He did put Rainbow Road where it belonged. But then again, Frappe's in S, so do you know what? Swings and roundabouts. N64 Wario Stadium is not in F. Strange pick. Sherbetland is where it belongs, which is C or lower. Biff just giving it way too much hype there. Toad Turnpike, sure. Choco Island, shouldn't be cracking B if you ask me. I would say, ooh, this is a tough one actually. I like how Biff doesn't have an S. I don't think this game has any S's really. But then the Frappe Snowland's just right there for both of you, to be honest. Do you know what? I think overall, I think I might have to give it to Biff. I think it's mainly due to the fact that I just don't believe there's an S tier. He doesn't even have an A. It's just kind of like an A with an asterisk, which is... I'll let you have it. Do you know what? So for the finale, I know both of you guys are watching in a Discord chat in somewhere. Hello, the pair of you. I think I'm going to end it off on Biff squad. I'm going to be honest. I think the biggest difference I have is the Frappe. I don't know how it wins. It was orange juice, man. You guys are juiced up on something. I don't know.
This might not be a game that I care for all that much, but I can still respect it for pushing the franchise into 3D and having some courses that have withstood the test of time is true.
I just hate that Nintendo seems to fucking love giving like honors to this game. Like, isn't it like what 15 out of 16 of this game's tracks have come back? Percentage-wise, the highest percentage. Hop off 64, bro. Nintendo doing backflips on it, brother. Like, leave it alone.
I have my Twitter here. I also have a YouTube channel that I have yet to really use, but probably will in the nearest future.
What's his latest tweet? Okay. Sam could still win if his latest tweet is a banger. Mega Monopoly. What's Mega Monopoly? I don't get it. I don't get the joke, therefore bad. Let's check the second. What about the second tweet? Spider Teapot. Oh, actually, hang on. That's actually really cute. You know what? We're back with Team Samuel again.
And now to end with the traditional cut off in the middle of saying Desert Hills back.
Ah, classic. Oh, that's me. That's Biff. Oh my God. There's Seymour. The house is wonderful. Well, there you have it, gamers. Overall, Biff. I think this is the first time I can say this with earnest. You're a bit of an odd fellow, but I must say, you make a good tier list. Everyone go subscribe now. Go subscribe to now. I was correct in finding Biff's hot orange juice thing weird, right? I hope it's not just me. But either way, thank you so much for watching. And a big thank you to all the members you can see on the screen now. Your funding goes a long way in helping me quit at least one of my 2 jobs. But I implore you gamers not to quit the Sir Musty channel. I have a second channel actually, whose videos you're going to see right here. It's more reaction stuff, so if you like this sort of thing, be sure to click over there. And until next time, there's your lot.